Why cause a national crisis? Why cause a national crisis? Why cause a national crisis? Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker and dear colleagues, this statement is about Parliament's concern over the media reports on validating of the academic programs offered by higher education institutions in Uganda. Right Honourable Speaker and Honourable Members, the Ministry of Education and Sports appreciates the concern the media reports on the validity of academic and professional programs offered by higher education institutions in Uganda has created. Right Honourable Speaker, we clarify as follows. 1. Section 5B(2) of Universities and Other Tertiary Institutions Act of 2001, as amended, mandates National Council for Higher Education to accredit academic and professional programs of these institutions in consultation with professional associations and regulatory bodies. 2. The process of accreditation is guided by a prescribed set of quality assurance capacity indicators specified in the National Council for Higher Education Quality Assurance Regulatory Framework. These indicators include those on infrastructure and human resource available for implementing a program, among others. The National Council for Higher Education, in addition, assesses the quality and relevance of the program and its learning outcomes, as well as the teaching and learning methods. Institutions are required to resubmit programs for the reassessment every 5 years for those who are doing master's and bachelor's and diploma and higher education certificates, and every after 10 years for those that are offering PhD programs. 3. In accrediting professional programs, National Council for Higher Education consults professional bodies which include, among others, Uganda Medical and Dental Practitioners Council, Engineering Registration Board, Pharmaceutical Society of Uganda, Allied Health Professional Council, Uganda Nurses and Midwifery Council, Uganda Veterinary Board, Surveyors Registration Board, the Architect Registration Board, and Law Council. 4. On accreditation, institutions receive letters specifying the period after which the program should be reviewed and submitted for reassessment. Reassessment of the program is best practice to ensure quality and relevance of graduates. Upon completion of the internal institutional program review processes, institutions apply for reassessment of the program by National Council for Higher Education. Once an institution has applied for the reassessment, National Council for Higher Education reassesses the program to establish, among other things, the implementation of National Council of Higher Education regulations regarding minimum standards, B, the adherence to the program design, the content, the duration, contact hours, and assessment of what is taught. C, relevance of what is taught for the job market and the nation. And D, the quality of graduates to be passed out. Number 6 is about information on accredited programs. Section 5B of the Universities and Other Tertiary Institutions Act of 2001, as amended, gives National Council for Higher Education the mandate to promote and develop the processing and the dissemination of information on higher education for the benefit of the people of Uganda. Information on accredited programs is readily available. Expiry of accreditation. Expiry of accreditation, as reflected on the National Council for Higher Education website, means that the program needs reassessment to establish whether the key aspects upon which accreditation was granted are still in place. No program will receive this label once institutions conform to the requirements for reassessment. Institutions with the program require reassessment have been urged to submit them for reassessment as soon as possible, in any case by 30th November 2023. Programs that have received prior accreditation, Right Honourable Speaker and dear colleagues, the Ministry of Education and Sports wishes to assure you and assure the public and all stakeholders around the world that qualification of graduates on programs that have received prior accreditation in accordance with the National Council for Higher Education minimum standards and regulations by National Council for Higher Education are valid. So we shouldn't have the worries at all. Number 9, in the process of program review, some higher education institutions have found it necessary to delete from offer, merge, and/or improve the existing accredited programs. The changes ought to be communicated to National Council for Higher Education for appropriate update of the program database at National Council for Higher Education. 10. The Ministry wishes to reassure the general public that qualifications awarded by higher education institutions in Uganda are highly regarded both at home and abroad. Graduates from these institutions continue to receive international admissions, recognitions, and acclaim. Number 10, the Ministry disassociates itself from all media reports from any institution other than National Council for Higher Education on expiry of programs. This is so as to avoid circulation of fake information that could alarm the public. We therefore call upon the public to seek the right information from National Council for Higher Education to allay any anxiety on the validity of the programs. Number 12, Right Honourable Speaker and dear colleagues, in executing its mandate, National Council for Higher Education encounters quite some challenges. One, inadequate staffing, as you're aware, inadequate transport facilities, inadequate funding for operation and development purposes, of course, also office space limitations. We call upon the honourable members to support identification of resources for National Council for Higher Education to enable the agency to execute its mandate more efficiently and effectively. Right Honourable Speaker, once again, we appreciate the opportunity that you have given us to present to you and the House an explanation on this very important matter for God and my country.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. Thank you.